To access the newsletter, click on the link here. If you would like to receive this newsletter via email, please register at Here. Factors to watch: 9:30 a.m. Labour Minister Santosh Gangwar at an awards event in New Delhi. 11 a.m. NITI Aayog CEO Amitabh Kant to release CII NITI Aayog Cleaner Air, Better Life Initiative report in New Delhi. 4:45 p.m. Health Minister J.P. Nadda at an event in New Delhi. Live chat, FX week ahead. Forex Buzz analyst Jeremy Bolton analyses G7 currencies at 16:30 IST. To join the conversation, click on the link here. India top news: RBI orders changes to bank protocols after $1.8 billion fraud case. India's central bank has told lenders to link their internal software with a SWIFT interbank messaging system by the end of April, and to alter a range of other protocols with immediate effect, as fallout from an alleged $1.77 billion fraud at Punjab National Bank continues to swell. Regulator orders HDFC Bank to probe suspected results leak. Market regulator ordered HDFC Bank on Friday to conduct an internal inquiry into the suspected leaking of key unpublished financial information and to strengthen its handling of such data. Exclusive: US tells India to cut tariffs as trade friction heats up. US businesses and diplomats are pressing India to cut tariffs, industry and government sources say, after New Delhi's move to increase customs duties on dozens of products to help its flagship Make in India drive aggravated differences over trade. Federal police file fraud case against Simbawli Sugar execs. The federal police said on Sunday it had filed a fraud case against executives of Simbawli Sugar for causing alleged losses of $16.85 million to state-run Oriental Bank of Commerce. Sakuma Exports sets sights on Ruchi Soya purchase. Commodities trader Sakuma Exports has submitted an expression of interest to acquire leading Indian edible oil importer and retailer Ruchi Soya, it said on Friday. Jindal plans Namibia's second iron ore mine. Plans to open Namibia's second iron ore mine are being pursued by Indian-controlled company, Blake Trading, documents seen by Reuters on Friday show. India seeks reasonable oil price from Saudi Arabia. Minister India is seeking a reasonable price for crude oil from Saudi Arabia, Oil Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said on Friday, in a move that could help Riyadh regain top spot in supplying the world's third-largest oil consumer. Indian exchanges cut ties to foreign bourses after government nod. Sources: India's government endorses a dramatic move by domestic exchanges to cut off data to global bourses. Sources familiar with the matter said, seeing it as vital to lure foreign investments into the country from Singapore and other financial centers. Global top news: China sets stage for Xi to stay in office indefinitely. China's ruling Communist Party on Sunday set the stage for President Xi Jinping to stay in office indefinitely, with a proposal to remove a constitutional clause limiting presidential service to just 2 terms in office. China's Jan home prices rise even as top cities register decline. China's new home prices grew in January, although major cities saw early signs of softening, as the government continued its efforts to rein in speculative demand to fend off bubble risk. Samsung launches Galaxy S9 with focus on social media. Samsung Electronics Co. Limited unveiled its flagship Galaxy S9 smartphone on Sunday with an emphasis on visual applications for social media, hoping to attract tech-savvy young consumers to weather a market slowdown. Local markets outlook: as reported by Newsrise, the SGX Nifty futures were trading at 10,543.50, up 0.4 PCT from its previous close. The Indian rupee will likely open little changed against the dollar, as demand from importers offsets a broad-based weakness in the U.S. currency. Indian government bonds are likely to edge higher in early trade, tracking a fall in U.S. Treasury yields, even as demand for debt remains weak. Yield on the 7.17 PCT bond maturing in 2028 is likely to trade in a 7.65 PCT minus 7.70 PCT band today. Global markets: U.S. stocks rallied on Friday, lifted by gains in technology stocks and a retreat in Treasury yields as the Federal Reserve eased concerns about the path of interest rate hikes this year. Asian share markets were in a cautious mood as investors braced for an event-packed week headlined by U.S. inflation data and the first house testimony by the new head of the Federal Reserve. The dollar steadied, with investors looking to Federal Reserve Governor Jerome Powell's first congressional testimony for hints on the future pace of U.S. monetary tightening. U.S. Treasury prices gained on Friday as uncertainty about recent stock market volatility helped boost demand for the bonds and as investors rebalanced portfolios ahead of month-end. Oil prices held little change near two-week highs, supported by comments from Saudi Arabia that it would continue to curb exports in line with the OPEC-led effort to cut global supplies. Gold prices edged up, after declining more than 1% last week, as the US dollar steadied following recent gains. Close FII Investments Equities Debt PNDF Spot 64.79, the 6th of February 23 $75.12 to $107.06 MLN 4.82 MLN 10-year bond yield 7.2 PCT month to date $1.49 BLN $71.16 MLN year to date $547.82 MLN $1.54 BLN. For additional data, India government bond market volumes, stock market reports, non-deliverable forwards data, corporate debt stories, in CORPD, local, market closing, intraday levels, in snapshot, monthly inflows, RTRS table link $1 equals 64.7000 Indian rupees, compiled by Swathi Nair in Bengaluru, Our Standards. The Thomson Reuters Trust Principles.